Most people don't think twice about their storage until their computer starts crawling or they run out of space for that next big game update. That is where this little stick of silicon comes in. It is the crucial P310, and honestly, it is one of those components that just does its job without making a scene. Holding it, you realize how far we have come. It is incredibly light, almost to the point of feeling fragile, but that is just the nature of these M2 drives. It is a standard 2280 form factor, so it is going to slide into almost any modern desktop motherboard without a fight. What is interesting here is the PCIe 4 interface. It is not trying to break world records for raw speed, but it hits that sweet spot where you get snappy load times and quick file transfers without the drive running hot enough to fry an egg. You get 2 terabytes of space, which is becoming the new baseline for anyone who actually installs more than a couple of modern titles. The installation is as straightforward as it gets, provided you have that tiny screw ready to go. One thing that caught me off guard is the mention of it being waterproof. Now, let's be real, nobody is taking their internal SSD for a swim, but it is a quirky little detail that suggests the build quality is a bit more robust than your average barebones drive. It feels solid enough once it is locked into the slot. In terms of performance, it handles daily tasks and heavy gaming loads with ease. You aren't going to see those massive, theoretical numbers that some of the ultra-premium drives brag about, but in the real world, you really won't notice the difference. Everything opens instantly, and those annoying loading screens in open-world games just vanish. If there is a downside, it is that it lacks a dedicated heatsink in the box. If you are pushing this thing hard in a cramped case with poor airflow, you might want to make sure your motherboard has a thermal shield to keep things cool. It is a minor gripe, but worth keeping in mind if you're building in a tiny form factor case. It is not the flashiest piece of hardware on the market, and it doesn't have any fancy RGB lighting to show off through a glass side panel, but it is reliable. It is the kind of upgrade that you install, forget about, and just enjoy because your system feels faster. For someone looking to expand their library or give an older machine a new lease on life, this is a solid, no-nonsense choice that gets the job done. It is not trying to be the fastest thing in the universe, but it is definitely fast enough to keep up with whatever you throw at it.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.